Live in Studio 2A by Grace Rowland with her new project, Rising Sun Daughter, a beautiful collection of new original songs under her new band. So excited to have you here, Grace. Whenever you're ready, take it away.
What do we play?
1, 2, 4. How does a robin get its wings so it can fly over everything? Why can't I be a robin too? Then the sky would connect me and you. Far from these mountains I'd soar, or valleys so wide, seeing all that I'd adore, sink beneath under the shadow of my wings. Like a thief, I must hide everything. And how does a robin learn to fly, spreading its wings to the open sky, never setting down for anyone? Would it cry to finally see the sun? Call my heart home to you, for I've tasted the sky and I know how to fly. Having flown over mountain and tree, to fly home would be the miracle for me. So keep on calling me home. Keep on calling me home. Keep on calling me home. So I don't know if I'm supposed to talk, but that last song was called How Does a Robin Get Its Wings? And it's on an upcoming EP that Ryan, who's with me here in the studio, produced. And we're going to play a new song now that we've just kind of worked on. I just taught him. It's called Begin Again. Takes a little guitar magic.
I wonder if anyone's listening on headphones and they can hear your distant electric guitar tuning.
It's very fine. The starting time, begin again, the bluest sky, at winter's end, the mountain snow, the earth and wind, the darkest day, I go, begin again. Without a ring, begin again, you and I. We must forget everything and begin again, brokenly. Begin again like the spring. Begin again. That's an original song with lyrics by an LA artist named David Poe. We're gonna do another song now that's the title track of my upcoming EP. It's called I See Jane. My love, come. My love, I found my senses beneath me, wherever they may be. Come, my love, come. My love, come. My she is to me like water, and I need
This is 91.3 KXCI Tucson. You're listening to Locals Only. My name is Sophie, and I am joined here live in Studio 2A by Rising Sun Daughter.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks so much for having us.
Of course. Let's do some quick introductions. Who are you, and what are you playing?
My name's Grace, and you're hearing me singing, and I'm playing guitar, electric guitar right now. Pretty soon I'll switch to the acoustic.
And this is Ryan playing upright bass.
And if you don't want to just hear, if you want to see, we are live on YouTube and Facebook.
Ooh, YouTube,
So
Facebook.
check it out. Yeah, very 21st century here at KXCI. I feel really lucky to be in this room with you guys. You're like two extraordinarily accomplished musicians. I feel like I'm just like learning things by osmosis. I know that you were a part of Run Boy Run for many years, and you guys toured constantly and had enormous success. So you've really been like far and wide and played so much music.
Yeah, I think we went to 44 states during that time.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
And now you're based in Phoenix.
Correct.
And I'm wondering if you can tell us a little bit about like what's going on in your life, like
Yeah.
what's up now, and what has like led to this project.
Well, this project, a lot of the music and the ideas and the writing did run concurrent to the time that I was in Run Boy Run. It was kind of my peaceful place. You know, a lot of that music has, this music that we're playing tonight is meant to be almost meditative even. And so it just kind of came out during that time, and over, it's taken me and some of my personal growth a number of years to come to terms with wanting other people to hear it and actually being okay with being, you know, a solo performer or working with other people. And when Ryan took up the opportunity to produce the record, that was just like really wonderful. And that was a couple years ago. It was a couple years that we recorded here in Tucson at St. Cecilia Studios, using all Tucson players and a lot of Tucson talent, and that feels really nice. And it's always been a goal to do a show in Tucson with the players from the record. So it's been a long journey. So now I'm just glad to be here tonight.
Yeah. So you were writing songs under this project for many years, like five years?
Pretty much,
more.
yeah.
What was the first song that you felt like this is Rising Sun Daughter? This is what this is about?
It was that last song that we played. It was Icy Jane. In part because it came out of riding along in the van and just kind of the quiet of camping and these different scenes of moments and snippets. And that song had a different, I was just writing down a scant few lyrics, and they were words that felt like, okay, whatever, just write this idea might work fine, this idea might work fine, let's play it and let's let that be fine. And I think a lot of my exploration and growth as a songwriter has been to let ideas like that live, you know, simple words or simple phrases that given the right amount of space or the right articulation can have meaning and power and make you feel something.
Yeah. As a songwriter, what to you is the what's the opposite of that? What's the habit? Like, I understand how hard simplicity is. Like, is that in reaction to a different place that you usually go to?
Well, I think there's this need for perfectionism, you know, and when you're a perfectionist, which I go in back and forth in that place. When you're a perfectionist, nothing's ever good enough, and so nothing ever gets finished. Like, I have a catalog of songs that just aren't finished, not yet, you know, but someday they'll get worked on, and so that habit and that mindset of, oh, this idea isn't good, it doesn't deserve to live, or I can do better, or, you know, anything where you don't just go with the flow and let ideas live. I think that, you know, that's the bad habit that I really try to create a positive space for musical exploration and just playing, and it really should just be playful.
Yeah. The language that you're using is actually like really exciting for me, because it's sometimes so hard to let, like you say, let an idea live, let it be outside yourself, and especially when you're writing songs that are incredibly personal, which I'm assuming these are they?
Yeah, so, a lot of them are, especially on this EP. One of the songs that we'll play next is just like a love breakup song, and I wrote it to grieve and process how it felt to get over how I loved somebody or thought I did, you know, and every song comes with a bit of what do I need to say? What do I want to get down either on paper? And for me as a performer, performing on stage is a very strong place for me to feel authentic, and it challenges me a lot. I was a very shy kid, and so having the opportunity to like write something that I feel says something true about me, and then also performing it kind of boldly for other people is like a great challenge for me, and also it's a great joy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, probably so rewarding. You do talk about how this music is honest. The intention is to be very honest, and also you talk about it being experiential. What is the experience you're offering? Like, is it a performance experience? Is it a sonic experience? Like, tell me a little bit more about that.
I think, like, if somebody were to come see me at a show, I would hope that there's the opportunity to listen and to hear and honestly, what I share is my emotion. And I think that vulnerability as a performer on stage really offers other people in the audience to experience that within themselves if they want. You know, it creates the opportunity to be vulnerable, both like if you're in a crowd and you're like shedding a tear, that's like, are you going to let yourself cry in a public space? Am I going to let myself sing as fully as I can? You know, there is that opportunity where we are, you know, not to get too whatever, but like it is vulnerable to actually be alive and living and
to be performing solo.
Yeah. So
although we do have Ryan here. Yeah. and I do want to talk about the sonic experience. Yes. You are playing electric guitar, and you have your acoustic, and then we have the acoustic upright bass. And what was some of the process that went into putting together the sound of Rising Sun Daughter? And feel free to jump in, Ryan.
Yeah, I'll let Ryan kind of tap, because I had a lot of these songs, and I had ways to imagine them, and it was all very washy and kind of landscapey, and then you get down to the nuts and bolts of how do you represent that and how do you explore that on a record, which that's Ryan's major forte. So.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't really know. It was a long time ago. I don't really remember what. I mean, I don't remember if there was some kind of concept. What I can say is I really liked the songs when she brought them to me, and it lent itself to a certain combination of acoustic, kind of earthy, resonant sounds with more, for lack of a better term, like atmospheric, sound designy stuff that I like to do. And we got a lot of help from Angelo Versace playing piano, which is in itself kind of or obviously an acoustic instrument, but the way he plays it is so delicate and lush that it doesn't feel just like piano comping around it. And me and Ben Nisbet wrote a couple of like string quartet arrangements for a few of the songs, and I think we just were really interested in finding moments where we could enrich that sense of space and fill it up and then contract again. And I don't know, I feel like I'm speaking vaguely.
Oh, no.
It's like tap dancing about architecture, but
I'm on board,
Yeah.
especially with the you keep mentioning landscapes, and it really does feel, I don't know, like you're looking out over a vast landscape hearing this music. And even like a photo on your Facebook is a beautiful like grassland with mountains, and it keeps coming back to mind. And I think, internal, external landscapes, it's all here.
Yeah, I think there's one thing, like as Ryan said, space, the idea of space. And like, how do you listen in that space? How do you, as you said, expand and contract? So
Cool.
yeah, how do you like paint with the space? Is like the space silence, or is it just a light little harmonic on a violin drawn out, or is it a whole orchestra? Or something? There's lots of ways to paint it, and there's no real directive. The songs just suggest it.
Yeah.
These particular songs. That's why I was excited to work on the record, because when I first heard them, I think I was on tour with Run Boy Run at that point, playing bass with them, and they just suggested a certain aesthetic that fit with things that I was trying to do as an arranger. And it worked well.
Fell into place.
it's a good match.
Let's hear more.
Okay.
3 more?
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. Well, you inspired the whole landscape thing. So this next song is it's called Sea and Stir. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Still onward we go.
right, well, that was See and Stir. It's the song you want to drive to when you're going off into the sunset. This next song is that song I mentioned earlier. It's called Blackberry Brambles, and it's got a few verses and a chorus, and Ryan's gonna play and sing with me.
It's got a bridge too.
It's got a bridge too. It's got all the classic song parts, and it's got some imagery too.
A couple words. I think there's a melody in there. Didn't John Rauhaus play on this recording?
John Rauhaus played on this recording. Yeah. It's true. I need to get him a CD. I need to get you a CD.
I wasn't gonna say it.
All right, 1, 2, 3. In the blackberry bramble, I fell into you. I fell into you, love, and you held me true. In the blackberry brambles, we lay just us two. Now you are the love of my heart. Well, our fruit was the sweetest, then poison came. Poison it came, and we loved all the same. But in time grew the thorns, too wild to tame. Though you were the love of my heart, oh my love, my love, my love, now the taste, oh, it lingers, the vine it remains. The vine still remains my burden, my claim. I have never known thorns to make me bleed quite the same. For you were the love of my heart, oh my love, my love, my love, oh, the thorns and the thistle, how they wait for my whistle to take my love from me. Oh, please take. Well, I can't, I won't, I never will. I never will try to make time stand still, for a flower must bloom and die as it will. Still you were the love of my heart. Oh my love, ooh, my love, ooh, my love, ooh. All right, that was Blackberry Bramble, and so I'd like to play a song now that is called Dark Highways. It was a co-write with another Phoenix musician named Michael Carter, so shout out if he's listening, or if his grandma Susie is listening, because I met her the other night, and she said she would. So, this is Dark Highways. Well, at night the streets are mean and seem like dark highways, dark hallways. Dark are my days, honey, when you're not around. Oh, it ain't your fault that I can't see you through diner windows and living room windows. Strangers' windows, honey, they just let me down. And her voice comes in my head and it says, keep on moving. You keep moving, honey, you're never losing any time. If we can't see each other through these changes, and don't let it rearrange us. The further we get, the tighter we bind. Well, I remember in my kitchen when she first told me, oh, I know you love me, so don't worry about me, honey, don't let it get you down. Oh, if I could reach out across that old dark highway and across dark hallways, 'cause dark are my days, honey, when you're not around. And her voice comes in my head and says, keep on moving. You keep moving, honey, you're never losing any time. If we can see each other through these changes, and don't let it rearrange us. The further we get, the tighter we bind. The tighter we bind. You know, old Walt, he said it best. We were together, we were together, and I forget the rest.
This is KXCI Tucson. You're listening to Locals Only. My name is Sophie, and I am joined by Rising Sun Daughter. Thanks again for being here.
Thanks for having us.
And I did mention earlier, but I'll say it again, we are live on YouTube and Facebook, so if you like what you hear, check it out with your eyeballs, please. I have a really weird question. Are you ready?
Always.
Were you at some point a theater major?
I was a theater major, and I majored in directing. Yes.
Too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Theater people.
Okay, good. I'm so glad we can connect about this.
That's cool.
But I do have a serious question.
Wait.
That...
We can't move on that quickly.
Yeah, what?
What was the tell?
Right.
Well,
Eye contact.
no. I was thinking more like your presence, the posture, that kind of thing. I don't know. It's hard. What you know one when you see one. Plus, you said you were shy as a child, and you're like clearly have like so much self-possession now. And going to theater school tends to
It definitely whacks
follow that.
the shy right out of you.
Yeah. Plus, but like if you're shy and strange as a child, then you end up at theater school at
That's
some point.
true. So you put those dots right together.
Yeah. Anyway.
Thanks.
So I was wondering if your directing theater schooling has led to any storytelling part of your musical work.
Yes. Is this a lead?
No, I
She's right. I do have like story. It's funny. Well, in Phoenix, there is a pretty strong storytelling community. Like, and there are a lot of shows and events that do storytelling. And I made a friend with a woman named Rachel out there, and they're like open mics of storytelling. And it was just a wonderful outlet a couple years ago.
I did not know this at
Wow.
all. Yeah.
It's on the internet. It's true. Well,
So-
that's cool.
So you did
I did, and I did. I did a few events, and there's on one of the events, I was trying to incorporate music and the stories behind the music, and then also perform. So trying to navigate how to mesh the two worlds while also like weaving a story. So I think I played I did Blackberry Bramble for one of my stories. It's true.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that does kind of answer my question. I found it like when I was right out of theater school, I was also trying to write music, and I kept writing these narratives about characters and like very Shakespearean. And I was wondering if that ever like got in you, and you had the same experience in one way or another.
My secret's not quite that sophisticated. I tell like childlike. Once upon a time, there was a unicorn. Like stories, like bedtime stories. They happen every now and again.
All right. Down to some nitty gritties. You made a music video recently.
I did. It's in post-production, and the snippets that I've seen, it's glorious. It was produced by Limitro Films up in Phoenix and directed by Stephanie Lucas.
And there were dancers.
There are so many
Living,
dancers.
breathing dancers.
Yes. There were 8 or 9 dancers. And we worked with a choreographer who's with a center dance ensemble. Her name's Priscilla. And it was just like surreal. On the way to the shoot, I was thinking to myself, wouldn't it be great if we could just like improv for a little while to get used to dancing together and just the feel? And that was one of my favorite. And that's how we started the shoot, just from the mind of the director too. And it was really fun to explore the music of Icy Jane in this sort of ethereal way with a bunch of other women and, contact and hopefully you'll see it soon. And it was fun to work with dance because I have I went to dance classes as a kid and I love dancing, but, how many different art forms can you fit into your performance at one time?
Yeah, and be good at all of them.
Right. That's why we hired the dancers.
Awesome. Well, I'm so looking forward to it. The stills look amazing that are
Thanks.
online, and it's the song is I See Jane.
It is Icy Jane.
Amazing. That was in the first set. If you want to check it out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're playing a show at Congress on the 11th.
Yes.
Is this like one of the first shows you played in Tucson in a while, or was I just out of it?
I mean, I've played a few shows in Tucson, almost all in a billing with Sweet Ghosts, coincidentally, because it's helpful to know people and do things with people you know and like. So But this is the first one that I think I've actually tried to promote and say, oh, I'll have my CDs and come see the show. I exist.
And you're playing on it in the outdoor land.
Yeah.
at
In the
Congress.
outdoor land,
Yeah.
yes.
With Sweet Ghosts. Give us a little something about Sweet Ghosts.
Well, this show's going to be fun because it's mostly the same people that recorded on her record that's also mostly like our backing band typically, with the notable exception of Aaron Emery, who is still languishing in the wasteland of LA for God knows what reason. But the rest, Angelo's going to play, Ben Nisbet's playing violin,
Oh, beautiful.
me and Catherine. This young drummer, Kai Felix, that we've been playing with, is going to play, and it'll be fun. And Gabe Sullivan will be playing bass with us. Remains to be seen if I play bass with Grace or if he plays and I play guitar. But the structure of the show is going to be fun. We're going to have a set of Grace's stuff with everybody playing her stuff, and then a Sweet Ghost set, and then we'll do something with everybody at the end,
Awesome.
which will be great.
Yeah.
So it'll be really gorgeous. Hopefully it won't be too hot, but it hasn't been that hot at night, which is nice.
Yeah. And we're all fine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We've
That's
all
good.
got this down. And then you're playing again on May 16th
Right.
at Valley Bar in Phoenix. And I did want to ask you did a residency in the fall at Valley Bar.
Yes.
You played once a week, right?
Once a month.
Once a
So
month.
Once a month. And so I'd approached the talent buyer at Valley Bar to see if we could just do a kind of a night in the reading room. They have this great little, mostly talking kind of cocktail lounge type sit room, and we did all acoustic. Ryan and Catherine came out for the first night, so it was myself and then another artist, and it was really great. It was it was very intimate. There was no sonic reinforcement. It was just, we're in a room and we're singing songs and we hope you can handle it. And a lot of people showed up and it was wonderful. I think it was really cool as a singer to actually just sing without the interface of a microphone and something physically in front of my face, and just see a person right there and instead of the apparatus of musical devices. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. All right. May 11th, May 16th. And the album is probably coming out this summer?
It's coming out soon. I tried to update my website so you could pre-order it while you listen to this program because that's how the world works. But I don't know, it's just not working. And, you can only focus on so many things at a time.
Yeah, you're here right now, so you don't need to update your website. But the album is called Rising Sun Daughter, correct?
It's an EP called Icy Jane. And
Icy Jane.
that's those you have in your hot little hand pre-release copy that we'll have on May 11th and May 16th. So you can buy them in person.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right. I think we have exactly enough time for 3 more.
Cool. I'd like to continue our set with a song by Townes Van Zandt called If I Had No Place to Fall.
If I had no place to fall and I needed to, could I count on you to lay me down? I'd never tell you no lies. I don't believe it's wise. You got pretty eyes. Won't you spin me around? I ain't much of a lover, it's true. And I'm here, then I'm gone, and I'm forever blue. But I'm sure warm in you. sky's filled with silver and gold. Try to hide the sun, but it can't be done. At least not for long. And if we help each other grow, while the light of day smiles down our way, then we can't go wrong. And time, she's a fast old train, and she's here, then she's gone, and she won't come again. Won't you please take my hand? If I had no place to fall, and I needed to, could I count on you? Who'd lay me down? Cool. Let's do Come On Up to the House. Do you remember that one?
Vaguely.
Yeah.
What key is this in?
Let's see. It's an A.
Okay.
I haven't sung this one in a while, but it's fun to do together.
Okay.
I might mess up the lyrics, but all you in
That's
listening
cool.
land will.
I'll mess up the chords.
Cool.
Well, the moon is broken and the sky is cracked. Come on up to the house. The only things that you can see is all that you lack. Come on up to the house. Oh, you're crying, don't do no good. Come on up to the house. Come down off that cross, we can use the wood. Come on up to the house. You gotta come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. The world is not my home, I'm just a passing through. Come on up to the house. There's no light in the tunnel, no irons in the fire. Come on up to the house, and you're singing lead soprano in a junk man's choir. Come on up to the house. Don't life seem nasty, brutish, and short? Come on up to the house. You know the seams are stormy and you can't find a port. Come on up to the house. Ooh, you gotta come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. The world is not my home, I'm just a passing through. Come on up to the house. Take it. What's that next lyric?
Hell if I know.
gotta come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. The world is not my home, I'm just a passing through. Come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. I'm almost there. Come on up to the house. The world is not my home, I'm just a passing through. Come on up to the house. Ooh, that was that. All right, I bet you all you listening out there know the last lyric, so it's in your mind. It's Tom Waits for you. This next song is an original song. This is the last one we have time for. It's a new song. I think I've just taught it to Ryan, and it's a song that is just about believing in yourself. It's called I Was Once. I was once a little bird, and a beautiful song I heard. I saw the sky, I wanted to fly. I wondered how I could. I wanted to fly away from here. I wanted to fly away from here. I was once just a little mouse, and I lived in a small hole in a big house. I saw the door and I wanted more. I wondered about the outside. I wanted to fly away from here. I wanted to fly away from here. Does anyone hear my prayers? I was once a little girl, and I wanted the whole wide world. I saw the sky and I knew I could fly. I finally knew I could. I wanted to fly away from here. I wanted to fly away from here. Oh, does anyone hear my prayers? I was once. Thanks so much.
Is it over?
Yes? Yeah, she got it? Okay, yes, it's over. Sorry, Amber has to catch it.